Hello all. Today video lecture basically based on some optical phenomena like interference and diffraction. In this video lecture basically we will cover what is the role of path difference, phase difference and optical path difference in a wave theory. So we will start from path difference. What is the path difference? What is the path difference? Path difference is basically the difference between the two distance covered by the two objects. It is known as path difference. Here, suppose that here object 1, another object 2. Object 1 is travel from A point to B point in a straight line manner, and object 2 is also travel as a straight line manner from C to D. Now you can see here the path difference, the distance between the difference of distance between the two objects. Here the distance is AB of object 1 and the distance CD of the object 2. You know very well, this one is the longest path, longest distance, this one is the shortest path. Now the distance CD minus distance AB is known as the path difference. But you can also show the path difference by a geometrical method. In a geometrical method, you will apply two rules. First, you will choose the path. Path means shorter path, shortest path. Second, then you will draw the perpendicular from shortest path to longest path at origins and end point. Origin matlab where you will start it. You can also say that starting point. Suppose here object 1 is started from here and object 2 is started from here. Choose the path. Which one is the shorter one? This one is shorter one. And draw the perpendicular from the shortest to longest path at started and end point. Started point here, draw a perpendicular like that. Also you draw a perpendicular like that. This is the perpendicular. You can see that suppose this is E point, you can say that this path one is the extra path. Okay. Now I am giving the another example. Here the object 1 travel a distance AB like previously case, and object 2 travel a distance CD like that. The path difference between the distance between the two objects. By geometrical method, first you will choose the shortest path. This one is the shortest path. You can see that. And second rule is draw the perpendicular from shortest to longer path at starting and end point. This is the starting point. Draw a perpendicular like that and like that. This point may be assumed that E point. Here is a point, is a G point. You can write the extra path delta x simply the distance CE plus distance GD is the extra path. And also you can write simply the distance covered by object A to B, because this is a shorter path, first we write the longer path, the distance covered of object CD minus the distance covered of object 1 AB. Both are the same. Okay, now suppose that in this example, two objects traveling like that. Here, you can see that by the geometrical method, first you will choose the shorter path. This one is the shorter path. You can see that. Also, this one is the longest path. Then you will draw the perpendicular from starting and end point. Here is the starting point. You can draw perpendicular like that, and the end point both are the merge. So you cannot draw. You are unable to draw the perpendicular. So that this one is the extra path. This is the path difference. And also you can see another example like that. Suppose the starting point both are the path is same and end point is differ like that. Here you can see that which one is the shorter path? This one is the shorter path and this one is a longer path. One end is the same, so you will draw from perpendicular from shorter to longer at other end. You can see that this one is the path difference. This one is the path difference. Now when you calculate the path difference, how we will calculate the phase difference? What is the phase difference? Phase difference you know very well, when any periodic function will cover a one period in a position variable, the distance covered by one periodic motion is known as a lambda or wavelength. Lambda is known as a wavelength of wave. And you know the value of the phase is here 0, pi and 2 pi. Okay. In a previously case, in a path difference, basically we assume that light is traveling a straight line. But light is also a periodic motion. They will be change the phase in a periodic manner. So it means that you can calculate the path difference as well as you can also calculate the phase difference. First you will stabilize the relation between the path and phase, then you can calculate the both vice versa. Since lambda is a path when phase is equal to 2 pi. Therefore, at a x position, the phase will be equal to 2 pi by lambda multiplied by x, like that. This one is the phase phi. Okay. Suppose the object 1 is traveling a straight line in like a previously case, but here I will consider the periodic motion also, like that. And another object 2 also will be travel a distance CD like previously case. Here also we will consider the periodic motion like that. Now when you apply the geometrical method, you will draw the perpendicular from shorter to longer path at starting and end point. Starting point is the same almost. When you draw the straight line from here to here, you will see that at this point E, this one known as a extra path. Okay, what will be the phase? Suppose the object 1 is traveling a distance x1 and the object 2 is traveling a distance x2. You know that when the path is x1, the phase will be x1 phi 1 2 pi by lambda multiplied by x1, and phi 2 is known as 2 pi by lambda is known as a x2, and the phase difference is phi 2 minus phi 1 2 pi by lambda is x2 minus x1. This path difference is 2 pi by lambda delta x, like that. You can calculate the path difference and also you can calculate the phase difference with this relation. Now, what is the optical path difference? Optical path difference. Optical path difference. What is the optical path difference? You know, when any light come from rare to denser or denser to rare. Suppose upper one is the rare medium rear medium and lower is the tensile medium. When light is coming from rear to denser like that, what will happen? Like that, and some part will be reflected like that. When light is coming to denser to rear like that here, and also some part reflected in a denser medium. You will see that suppose the incident light like that, when the light is reflected from rear to denser like that, so the reflected light will be changed the phase. But in a reflection light, the phase will be a same like a incident light. But in the case of when the light is incident denser to rear, the phase of incident will be same in case of transmission like that in this case, but the reflection part will be the same phase. When the light is coming from denser to rear, the reflection part will be same, but when the light is incident from rear to denser, the reflection part will be change the phase. This difference will be considered in a optical path difference. Now question that how it will be changed. Now you can better understand if you assuming a rod with rope with a free end and fixed end. Suppose here I have a rod, have a rope like that, here is a free end. Now you will generate a pulse of wave. In case of free end, what will happen? This pulse will move forward direction like that, and once a time come like that, because ring is free, move upward, and here you can see the ring is move upward like that. Now what will happen? Because it is free, then ring will try to move downward like that and generate a pulse of a same pace, just like a incident wave. Okay, but in the case of the fixed end, suppose this was is a fixed end. Fixed end, it means that this will be not move. You will generate a pulse of the wave. What will happen? When the wave is coming near the junction, yeah, like that, this ring try to move upward like in the case of the free. But according to Newton's third law, every action have a reaction. It will produce a opposite and equal force. The ring is trying to put a force on the rod upward, but because of the fixed end, the rod will be again put a same force in a downward. What will happen? What will happen that you will see that the ring will be here like that, and after some time they will produce a wave, pulse wave like that. You can see that it will be opposite as a incident wave. Here both the force will be equal, and now the rod force will be more. They will produce a like a reflected wave, like in this manner. You can see that how the role of fixed and free hand. Now, how we can correlate this concept with rear to dancer or dancer to rear? You can see in this example, then you can compare with rear to dancer and dancer to rear medium. Suppose you have a wire, thick wire, and here have a rope like that. Now you will generate a wave from this end. Simply you will take the vibration. What will happen? Wire will generate a wave like that, and also rope will be generated like that. But you can see that this junction will feel as a free end like that, because wire can move the rope like, so that reflected light will be a same phase. Incident and reflect both are the same phase. But here another example is rope is here and your wire is here. No, because Y is a denser medium and rope is a rare medium. Assume that rare medium as compared to rope. When you generate a wave in a rope, what will happen? The rope is moving like that, and wire is also moving like that. But here you will see that here junction behave as a fixed end, so that the reflected light is like come to out of phase like that. Here like that, and wave is coming like it's out of phase. Sorry. Yeah. Just a minute. I am drawing here like that. This is out of phase. Like that. This is the reflected light. Now you can see that. Now you can compare this example when the light is coming from rear to denser, the reflected light will be change the phase as compared to the incident light. When the light is coming from denser to rear, the reflected light will be no change the phase as compared to the incident line. But in the both cases, the transmission light will be the same. Okay, fine. You can also calculate this relation with the help of Stokes relation. Now we will discuss the role of Stokes relation. What is the relation? What is the Stokes relation? Stokes relations. In a Stokes relation, suppose here we have two medium, one and two. Now when light is coming like that, what will happen? This is incident light, EI. Some part will be reflected and some part will be refracted. You can see the transmitted like that. Now the reflection coefficient small r is equal to energy of reflected light divided by incident light. You can write ER equal to small r EI. Here I am using the reflection coefficient when the light is reflected from one medium to two medium, not rare denser, from one medium to two medium. Suppose light is reflected from second medium to one medium, we can use R dash. Okay. What is the transmission coefficient? Transmission coefficient small t is equal to transmitted energy divided by incident energy. You can write transmitted energy is T into EI. And when here I am using when the light is transmitted from one to second medium, when light is transmitted from two to one medium, we can use a T dash. Okay, fine. So you can write that, you can replace this ER in term of R, EI and ET in term of small t EI. Okay, fine. Here I is the reflection coefficient from one to second medium and transmission coefficient is 1 to second medium. It means that suppose this figure is forward in time. Now when you draw a backward figure, suppose you will incident a same energy of a light here T EI and here R EI, then you will get EI. That is a backward in time. But it does not. Why? When you incident like that T EI, what will happen? Some light will be reflected. Here we will use R dash T EI because R dash is reflected from second to first medium, and some part will be a transmitted. Here T dash T EI. Okay, because T dash I am using from the transmission from second to first medium and T is first to second medium. Now when you consider that this rays is coming R EI, what will happen? Some light will be reflected here plus R square and EI. Okay, because R is the reflected coefficient first to second, and some light will be transmitted plus like T R E I. Okay, now you can compare with figure 1. Figure 1 tell us when the incident, you will see that some part will be transmitted and some part will be reflected. It means that when you draw a backward picture, when the two light are same energy will be coming, so sum of these two light will be equal to EI, but it will not happen. You can see in this figure, when you see incident light here, some part will be reflected, some part will be transmitted. Same problem with this rays, some part will be reflected and some part will be transmission. But you know the conservation of energy should be converged. What will happen? You can see that here upper part will be equal to EI. EI equal to T dash T EI plus R square EI. You can write that T dash T plus R square is equal to 1, like that. And also you can see that here is no light, here energy is 0. You can write that R dash T EI plus R T EI is equal to 0. So you can write that R dash plus R is equal to 0, R dash is equal to minus R. Here you can see that in this relation the reflection coefficient is opposite when light is coming from 1 to second medium or second to first medium. Suppose light is coming in a first medium from here to here. So suppose the wave is look like that, but in this case like that, the incident wave is look like that. Then in case your reflection wave will be changed because both the reflection coefficient is in opposite direction. Here the phase is 0, here is the phase is out of phase. Here if the phase is 0, this one is out of phase. Now you can see that if one medium have a same phase, so other medium the reflected light will be in opposite phase. Suppose in the case of the rare to denser medium, when your light is reflected from rare to denser, the phase will be out of phase with the incident light. But in the case of denser to rare medium, because compared with the incident light in a previously case, rare to denser will be changed. It will be sure according to Stokes relation, when the light is reflect from denser to rare medium will be the same phase, because the one medium will be change the phase, other medium will be the same. This is the Stokes law relation. Now I will stop here. Now you can understand the role of path difference, phase difference and optical path difference, because we will use when you will discuss the interference, diffraction and other optical phenomena.